All right. Hello again.
Hello. I'm Jay.
Oh yeah, I'm Charlotte. I think we know that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, we just paused the audio part of the recording to do a little something else, which is going to be what?
Which is going to be some stereotypes about Britons and Russians, but we'll try to give some advice, if possible, to aspiring Russians or aspiring Britons who would like to look more British if they're Russians, or more Russian if they're British.
Okay. Well, I guess yeah. Do you want me to start off?
Yeah.
We were just talking about
Yeah.
it, and you asked me, what do like Russians in the UK look like? I was like, I've literally met 2 Russians, and I know that they're Russian because they told me. Well, that's kind of the benefit in itself. I was thinking that generally we do have such a mix of foreigners anyway and cultures, especially in big cities, that you have quite a lot of leeway in terms of thinking about clothes, like personal style, your hair could be pretty much however you want it. One thing that differs that might be a giveaway, and this is mostly for women, dressing up to the nines to do things like going to the shop.
Yeah.
I think people here take a lot of pride in looking good all of the time, but in England it's people probably judge you if you're wearing like a full face of makeup and a dress to go to like the supermarket. So that's one difference I can think of. You don't see Brits doing that.
Do pay attention to the wedding rings, because Russians normally have them on their right hand, while Britons on their left hand. So this is my left hand.
Oh wait, so what one do we do, sorry, on the left hand?
On the left hand.
I have no idea about wedding rings, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so Americans and I'm not sure about Americans, but Britons wear their wedding rings on their left hand.
Yeah, I don't know much about that. Yeah, I guess that would probably make a big difference as well. If you are married, maybe you could just, to be better safe than sorry, you could not wear a ring.
So this is one reason why I have it on my left hand. So this is my left hand because we're using a mobile to record it.
One thing, yeah. So for women, on everyday casual occasions, I'd say go for a more casual look. But for men, a Russian man wanting to pass as British, I'd say you probably have to put a bit more effort into your style, like you are now, right? You're doing great. But there are a lot of people here who
are more relaxed, so to speak, yeah?
Yeah, so we need to do a bit of swapping there, actually. So, yeah.
So, let me tell you, what some foreigners should do to look more Russian. So, especially when it comes to males. So, they probably should avoid or not wear something which is too informal. Like, especially when it comes to I don't know, it's not like being a metalhead, looking like a metalhead or something else, but it's more like, I don't know, maybe wearing shorts, for example. Sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's not very Russian. Sometimes when you wear some, especially some funny t-shirts, depending on your age, like if you're in your late 30s, or maybe early 40s, or maybe 50s, sometimes all things combined, you will look more foreign if you wear something funny, and at the same time you look like a big fat guy with a belly and having a beard, and I don't know, like you can imagine someone like this. So not all Russians are not like this, but you can easily see that this is probably a foreigner or someone who is not very typical here.
Yeah, there's obviously a lot of leeway with these kind of things, because occasionally you do see that kind of person, I suppose, and so I wouldn't necessarily assume that anyone is foreign, I guess. Oh, one thing as well, I guess in Russia people do tend, well in St. Petersburg of course, people tend to wear a lot of dark, muted colours. It's very hard to find anything colourful.
I couldn't find a colourful jacket because it's simply close to impossible. It's not like in Italy. So in Italy you will find many shops where you can buy something for men?
Yeah, I think for us to, it's kind of easier for our potential spies because we do have maybe a bit more variety in our expression in that way.
So would you recommend to wear something like English, like something typical, like some brands, or is it okay just to wear something European?
I think it's just something European. Wear what you want, I guess.
Exactly.
Like we have everything, so I can't really say that there's like a really coherent, specific look that people have. I mean, especially I'm thinking about men now. I have no idea, to be honest with you. And with women, it's again we have a lot more variety. Not necessarily a particular style, just literally there's so much. There is an abundance.
Yeah.
Of clothing.
Interestingly, there are some videos on YouTube where Americans or Britons try to dress like a gopnik, and actually they look like a chav. So they don't look like a gopnik; they look like a chav. So they wear. So I mean, stereotypically, they believe that it's just the same, but there are some slight differences. So you should probably watch some Russian films before deciding what to wear.
What's the difference? Because to me they look the same.
Well, they look more or less the same, but when they, I mean, yeah. So it's difficult to explain, but you should probably compare. Do Britons shake hands when they meet, or is it more common? Is it more common in Russia? What do you think?
Maybe it's about the same. Like when you say meet, you mean meet for the first time?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If you meet someone for the first time, I mean, maybe young people do less, I suppose, but you can if you want to. I'm trying to think of when I took Ryan back to the UK and he was meeting people. I guess maybe it's slightly more common here. That's hard. Good question, actually, and it's a bit hard to answer. Some of my friends would shake hands, others wouldn't.
And that's why Britons are seen as a bit detached, like by Russians, like colder, more detached in some ways, like trying to mind the gap, literally. And this, by the way, this minding the gap can be seen in queuing. So when you see a British queue, it's different because you mind the gap. Well, in Russia, you could be so close, literally. Rubbing someone, like touching someone.
I remember like literally being at the self-scanner in a Vkusville. I was just finishing scanning my shopping. Before I even started paying, this woman scanned her stuff. I was like, can you like wait 1 second? She's like standing up me. And another time when like a woman was standing like here waiting for me to finish, I was like, there's another scanner there, what are you doing? Like, yeah, absolutely. Personal space.
Personal space, yes.
Is a big... Actually, yeah, I guess this will be probably, for the sake of time, our last ones. Personal space and not taking loud video calls or phone calls on the metro. Russians don't do this, but a lot of foreigners do in the UK. So, those are my tips. Anything final?
I think, thank you very much for your feedback. I think now many Russians are more prepared to become Britons after this video. So, bye for now. Have a good
bye.
one.
Maybe next time you can tell us more about how to see more Russian.
Yeah, I will try. Cheers.